5 crazy examples of how the government has been wasting your tax dollars. Buckle up, Buttercup. Because we got some fucked up and funny coming up after the new tech jump.
All right.
But this is great. Joe Biden and his minions spent a whopping $15 million to distribute oral contraceptives and condoms in Afghanistan.
Okay, that's weird.
I mean, I'm all for those people not reproducing, but really? Sure.
Well, first of all...
and it was part of a whopping $100 million package to the Middle East country to support the basic rights and freedoms of women and girls.
I can tell you right now where all of this came from.
Wow.
Those last-minute add-ons and these pork bills, and then they attach something to it. Like, if you don't approve this, then you're going to shut the government down.
Yeah.
And then they add all of this extra horseshit. We need actually...
Single-issue voting.
Yes.
Needs to be mandatory.
If it can't pass on its own fucking merit, it should not be funded or voted on, period.
Amen. I'm so sick and tired of these fucking omnibus bullshit bills going through Congress. Uh-huh. And you know it's mostly just 90% money laundering.
That and that extra, that money that was in these pork bills has been used to fund the meat invasion from the northern and southern borders of this country.
Steve-O also suggests a line item veto. I'm okay with that as well.
Me too.
Of course, you have to have an actual decent president to make sure that they don't, fuck that shit up. Just saying. Luckily, we seem to have a decent one so far. But I will say this. His executive order about not being able to make fun of the Bolsheviks kind of... well, I'm sorry, but if you want to know who's really in power, you have to look at who you're not allowed to criticize.
Drink. You said the B word.
Just bitch.
Female breeding dog. We're on YouTube.
Even more money was about to be spent on condoms for the Palestinians. It's being reported that the Biden admin sent almost $50 million worth of condoms to Gaza.
Well, first of all, that was probably not condoms. It was probably stuff that flies and goes boom.
Boom. Amazing. $10,000 on an ice skating drag show that was focused on climate change.
Oh, my God.
So an entire $10,000 make-believe special. Men who believe that they look like women and people who believe that climate change is real.
You listen, when I was doing I was going to school for public administration. There was a book that used to, before the internet, I'm that old. There was it was like 3 inches thick, and it came out every year. And it's literally nothing but all of the crazy fucking grants that you could write and apply for. And I'm like, holy shit. Some of the stuff was insanely stupid. Like there was a grant for studying earthworms.
Yeah.
There's grants for studying venereal disease in monkeys. It's just insane.
Yeah. Insane is a great word for it. And so this as well. 20 million of our tax dollars were spent on a Sesame Street spinoff in Iraq that was designed to promote inclusion. So you're trying to take communism to the Dune Dunes, huh? Good luck with that.
I never saw that.
I'm sure they'll throw that off a building too and see if it can fly.
I mean the Islamic gravity testers?
Yes, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's a grant for that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Final example is the most sickening. $1.5 million spent to study various species responding to motion sickness. In one of the experiments, holes were actually drilled into the skulls of young kittens. Amazing.
Well, first of all, I don't like cats, but
I know that they're little homicidal maniacs.
You should feed them to snakes. I know there's people out there. Pop, that's so. Oh! I just don't like cats. I mean, I don't hate them, but I just don't. Unless you have a farm and they live outside, that's one thing. But if you have a cat and it just lives in your house 24/7, that is disgusting. That's vile.
You know what else is disgusting? I'm trying to imagine an Iraqi Sesame Street. What is like pat me, splat me, Elmo? What the fuck? Like,
you know what? We need to get somebody to find that shit, and we'll make fun of it.
Snuffleupagus gets like radicalized and turned into a self-deletion bomber. Hyper.
Well, first of all, when I was there, that was a serious thing. There was so many suicide bomb individuals, car bombs.
Oh yeah. And they don't realize that the 72 virgins are all their other friends who blew themselves up before they got
But here's the thing. This is disgusting. It's a side note. When these guys would detonate the suicide vest, yes, it's like a 360-degree claymore that goes in every direction. But their skin literally blows off their torso and their neck, and it's like a little trumpet of skin on the top of their head. That's all that's left. So
amazing.
You walk out there to look at the carnage. There's the trumpet. Yeah, it's a suicide vest. Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker.
And let me tell you, that's some nightmare fuel when you have to go and investigate that shit.
It's a hell of a mess to clean up.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
And they would do it to their own people too.
Oh, I know. They don't care.
Well,
they consider it, a good thing to die for your cause.
Well, outside Abu,
Allah,
there's a city of, Abu Ghraib.
Yeah.
And they had their own little market.
Is that where the Aloha snack bar is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But again, when I was the NCOIC of security for the prison, I was responsible out to, I think it was a mile and a half in every direction. And when there'd be a suicide vest attack in the market, I got to get the QRF, roll out there and take pictures.
Dun, 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 dun.
Fucking zombie missions.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's the crime scene cleanup.
No, we didn't clean shit up. I just took pictures and write up the reports.
I'm just saying though, be a hell of a cleanup job. Mm-hmm. Kind of like certain juices on your dishes.
I want your cootie juice on my dishes. Cootie juices on my dishes. I can't do it. I can't. Cootie juices on my dishes. Cootie juices on my dishes. Cootie juices on my dishes. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I swear to God, that looks like my youngest daughter from the South.
Hey, you never know.
It could be.
Could be.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.